How are y'all doing? My name is Wayne Thomas Adams III. I go by Trey, and that's Adams like the president, not the family. 3 truths and a lie. Number 1, I have an aunt that is also her niece's mother-in-law. No, they don't live in West Virginia, but they do live in the mountains of North Carolina. Number 2, I got a check cashed one time when I was in college based off of my laugh. I had left my wallet in Greenville, North Carolina when I was visiting friends, and it was going to take 3 days for me to get it through the mail. So I drove to the local branch to get a check cashed. The lady said, "You don't have any identification? We can't verify who you are, and we won't cash your check." So I said, "Well, I tell you what, you call the branch in Carthage, North Carolina. The president of that branch used to babysit me, and I know both the tellers. They'll verify who I am." The lady called the branch right about the time I started laughing. The teller on the other end, Annette Scott, heard my laugh, told the teller, "Cash the boy's check. He's who he says he is." Number 3, I've only missed one NC State home football game since 1990. To the point, I had a soccer game called early so that I wouldn't miss kickoff. We were losing the game, and the ref complied with my request so that I didn't miss kickoff. Number 4, I got caught with Brad Cagle and Willie McAllister by the superintendent of Moore County Schools as we were rolling the big magnolia tree in front of Carthage Elementary School's cafeteria. He wasn't real thrilled that he caught us, and we weren't real thrilled that we got caught. So I ask you, which one's the lie and which 3 are the truth? At the present time, I am an elementary school teacher for the Guilford County school systems. But before becoming a teacher, I was a probation officer in Montgomery County and Guilford County. So I jokingly tell people I can work with people that have teeth and people that don't have teeth. When I went to work for the Guilford County school system, I started at a middle school in High Point, North Carolina. My first day on the job at breakfast duty, as I was pushing the trash can between the tables to collect the trash before the kids went to class, one of the students said, "Hey, weren't you my mom's probation officer?" Without missing a beat, I said I sure was. To this day, I can't tell you the age, race, or sex of the child. Now, I'm an elementary school teacher for the Guilford County school systems. And each year, the school where I teach hires an author to come speak to the students and the staff. Since I write children's books, the staff thought it would be a good idea for me to go pick up Irene Smalls, the author we had hired, from the airport and bring her to the school. This way I would be allowed to talk with her and pick her brain to find out about getting my children's books published. As we're riding back with the media specialist, she brings up the character I created in middle school, Billy Joe Jim Bob, the redneck billionaire. I was mortified. Irene Smalls is an award-winning African-American author, and I was so embarrassed that I would have offended her. That moment, Irene Smalls says, "Forget writing children's book, you need to write erotica romance." She based her decision on the fact and success of the 50 Shades of Grey books. So yes, I'm also a children's book writer, and I also write erotica romance along with motivation and fictional crime. Now, for me to enter this contest, I had to come up with $35. As you know, I'm a school teacher, so money's kind of tight. With that being said, I had to come up with $35 to enter the contest. So how did I do it? I did mystery shops. Matter of fact, I had to do 3 of them to get the $35. And this is what I had to do them. I had to go buy food at a fast food restaurant and evaluate it. I had to open a savings account, and I had to open a checking account. I also got to drive 3 Cadillac Escalades and 2 Chevrolet Tahoes just to make enough money to enter this contest.